Hey guys, welcome to BP, the Bible Perspective. Question: why do progressive and liberals debate this man? And by this man, I am referring to Rev Jesse Lee Peterson. Now, before we get into it, please like and share this video and subscribe to BP, the Bible Perspective. And as always, if you have a thought or comment, add it to the comment section below. All comments are welcome. Now, this man, Reverend, and he is a Reverend, Jesse Lee Peterson, I'm asking the question, how and why do people debate him? Now, in order for you to understand the question, we do have to understand a little about Reverend Jesse Lee Peterson. He is a Christian conservative. Oddly, we have a common church. But I digress. He is a black conservative, and he says some of the most outrageous things. He takes some of the most outrageous stands. And well, let me just say, he is a conservative. He has a national radio show. He's been on Fox News. Sean Hannity. In fact, Sean Hannity is on the board of a couple of his organizations, so they're great friends. But he, of course, is controversial for some of the statements that he makes. But the statements reveal the kind of character he is, and I'll get back to that in a moment. What is amazing is that a lot of the progressive and liberal, this is just a few, but for some reason there are a lot of people who want to talk with him. You know, this was one of the more interesting ones, especially since he goes in on black women, and I wouldn't necessarily call her a black feminist, but certainly Afrocentric black woman, and they don't get along. But one of the most interesting ones was recently he was on this program, Dr. Rashad Ritchie of the Young Turk show. He had a radio show out of Atlanta. Dr. Ritchie is a man of great intelligence. When he debates, he comes with facts. He comes with the receipts, as they say. What was interesting to me was, why would Dr. Ritchie even have him on the show? In other words, when people, I don't know, when people thought that, okay, we're going to have a show with Reverend Peterson on, what were they thinking? Reverend Peterson is a man who is unflinching in his stance. He has stated, as I said, listen, he has stated women should stay home. In other words, he epitomizes to stay home. Women should stay home barefoot and pregnant. He said things like Breonna Taylor got what she deserved. Same thing. I think he said some of the same things about a lot of the black victims. He says that Trump is the great white hope. He says he has, he has introduced White History Month. Now, that's just a few. He has a long list of controversial statements and stands that he has taken. And he is, to say the least, anti-black. Just in those 2 points that I make, that Trump is a great white hope, in the White History Month, I think he's also said that slavery was the best thing for African Americans. Now, I don't normally say or use the coon word or the Uncle Tom word, but trust me, he takes that as a badge of honor. To me, I would never submit to an all-white jury, but even worse, it would be worse if Jesse Lee Peterson was on it. That's how bad he is. He has said that black people are mentally ill because they have babies out of wedlock. The fact, and look, he has an out of wedlock child. Okay, so my whole point is this: when you watch him, he doesn't change his tenor. He's the same. I just don't understand why people would then go on and debate, thinking that it's going to be productive. Without exception, every single one of them leave frustrated, scratching their heads. And in the case of Dr. Richie, he cut him off. That's what it is. So why, after all this time, and he's not a newcomer, he's been around for a couple of decades at least, why do people go on his show? And at this point, I can only ask the question because, do you think do they think they're going to change his mind or get him to win the point? No. I see absolutely no value on going on his show. No redeeming value at all. So, look, that's my perspective. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to BP, the Bible Perspective. And as always, if you have a thought or comment, all comments are welcome. Till next time, I'll see you then.